guys, Matt here. So I thought I'd just put these Hillosophy clips together in one piece. So anyone who's actually interested in these can watch it all here. So this is a sort of selection of videos sort of taken on my various walks around Hampshire, Gloucestershire and Chester. And I'm just going to sort of bang one of these out sort of every so often, rather than sort of flood your notifications with my Hillosophy clips, because I had some feedback from some subscribers and they said it kind of got annoying. So apologies for any inconvenience caused. Putting them in one chunk now. So if you find my meandering musings from a muddled mind entertaining, then please do enjoy. Speak soon. Bye. So here we are today in Bramshaw. This is New Forest territory where I spent most of my life growing up around here. But this is the first Hillosophy from the New Forest. This place is spectacular. It's different kinds of trees to the ones we see up in the Cotswold and even down in the South Downs and places like that. There's a very different character to this place. I just love it. Anyway, I've marked that because I keep losing it lately. So hopefully I can get back for a warm meal and a roof over my head. Have fun, guys. See you soon. This spot's fantastic. Dead fern. Long before that's all replaced. This old beaut. It's a birch. It's really, really thick for a birch, isn't it? Seamus birch. God, I love it here. I'm going to come here again. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, all right, all right. Hello, mate. Yeah, stumbled across them. Totally didn't expect it. Forgot that there's ponies everywhere in the New Forest. Didn't really startle me though. They seemed so chilled. Super chilled horses. Found another little friend down the woods. I think this is a donkey. Yep. That's a very cute one too. That's where some clever person tells me it's not in fact a donkey. It's very donkey-like. Pretty sure this one just followed me back to the car. Aww. Sweet thing.
Okay, here we are in Chester. Been a bit of a strange one so far. I've had to drop my uncle off at the hospital because he's got a bad eye. So I'm just walking into town. It'll take about half an hour. Is it this way? Yeah, I haven't been to Chester for about 15-20 years. It's where I was born. I don't think this is the right way. I don't know where this goes. Oh well, speak soon. Bye. Is the wall there? It's a pretty cool building.
I really like digging into what, like, into the front.
It's pretty spectacular, isn't it? It just looks daunting. It looks imposing, doesn't it? It's a cathedral. The town where I was born. Let's look at this. Just taking a wander around Chester Cathedral. Beautiful spot. Weather's a bit grim. The gardens are fantastic. It's quite a historic place, Chester. It used to be known as Diva by the Romans. You can obviously tell it's an old Roman city because of the word Chester, which normally succeeds some other word like Manchester or Dorchester, but this place is just Chester. And I was born here. It's just a fantastic place. Let's see where this leads. I'm not sure I'm supposed to be here, actually. Here we are. Wow. Just some of that detail. This place just goes on forever. Question is, can I be bothered to go inside? Good view of it from here. It's not the tallest cathedral I've ever seen. But it's certainly a cathedral. Gardens are really nice. I bet this is lovely in summer. Picnics and so on. Chester Cathedral. So this wall goes all the way around the town. It's completely undamaged, I believe. It's completely intact Roman walls. I think that's a rare thing. Gosh, so many beautiful buildings here. I'm being chased by Romans as well, look. So yeah, fantastic town. City. Settlement. bit. And this part of the wall leads to the river. Guessing that's the River Dee.
Like stuffed dolls.
That is the joke of the one.
There it is. It's pretty neat.
It's like what?
Yeah, it's got a bit cold up here. It's about 3 degrees above freezing. Nothing's going to stop me coming up here this year, I think. Just got layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. And I'm quite warm. Good hat, yeah? Can't believe it must have snowed last night. I thought it was just frost when I first saw it, but nope. It has snowed on the hill. We really do see everything up here. Well, apart from 17-legged alien creatures, but they're probably just invisible. So, but yeah, this is just fantastic, isn't it? I cannot believe the warm weather we've had at this time of year. Anyway, speak to you guys. Take care. Bye. Just look at this. From a distance, it looks like they've still got some red leaves, but these are berries. It's just a phenomenal spot, this. Trying various strategies to keep my hands warm today, because I left my gloves at home not thinking it was going to be anything like this, but apparently it snowed overnight. Oh man, I love this place. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now look, there's still a few fungus about. Not for much longer, I wouldn't have thought. Keeps snowing like this. Wow, what a day. See you later, folks. So I tried a different hill today. This is Cooper's Hill. Still the Cotswolds. Just outstanding beauty. Haven't even got to the top of the hill yet, but this is just a little spot that I found on the way up. It's through a barbed wire fence. You can always almost guarantee there's something cool on the other side of a barbed wire fence. And here it is. Strange abandoned looking sort of house over there. I'm too curious. I might just go and have a quick look. Why is it so beautiful? You come up with some sort of scientific explanation, say it's to do with I don't know, sort of mutual attraction of the sexes in species and so on. This idea of connection and love and so on and so forth, and you know, we just feel like a general sense of connection and love towards the whole planetary organism. So maybe it's that, but I don't know. I'm just in awe of it. Just look at this beaut. I mean, that is a universe unto itself, that tree. Yeah. This is gold. This is richness. Right here. On the beaten path. So yeah, there was nothing much to see really with that abandoned house. Just an abandoned house. Seems a shame though, with all these homeless people around. Stick a fire in there. pretty good habitation, but it's on private land, so probably struggle with that. So this path should open up into an astonishing view of the hills around Cheltenham. I can't wait to see the hill that I normally go to from this one. And normally I can see this from there. Something, I don't know, neat about that. Yeah, getting near the top now. Extremely excited to see what's around. Just have a quick, if you just sort of look through those trees there, you can see Cheltenham. The White City, I call it these days. Can't quite make it. It's just fantastic here, though. Strongly recommend Cooper's Hill if you're ever in the area. I grew up near a pub called the Cooper's Arms. Probably not much to do with barrel making, but I think a family called Cooper opened the pub. Don't think they made their own barrels anyway. Doubt it. So this is Cooper's Hill. This is where they do the annual cheese rolling festival. So the residents and visitors, it's become a bit of a internationally renowned event. And they literally just throw themselves down the hill in pursuit of this cheese ball that's thrown down. Probably based on some tradition where the local farmers would sort of, you know, give a free cheese wheel to whoever could catch it. But now people, honestly, there's injuries every year. I don't think there's been a fatality in the last few years. I'm amazed they're allowed to still do it. But just look at the videos, type it in. I think it's called Cooper's Hill cheese rolling. It's crazy. But then the people around here generally are. There's something in the water. Lewis Carroll is from round here, isn't he? Which says quite a lot. This is quite treacherous, actually, in this frosty stone. Anyway, we're not there yet. I'll get back to you when we are. Speak soon. Bye. Hello, doggy. This place is phenomenal. And I suppose it's helped a little bit by the gorgeous blue sky. This is just outstanding, isn't it? Working on some new superlatives. Maybe exquisite. Heavenly, of course. Divine. Pristine. I love it when dogs come and say hi. Everything just looks so healthy. I mean, amazing after such a dry summer. There's so many paths going off in mysterious directions that I really do want to follow at some point. I want to get this view of Cheltenham. See you soon. This place. I'm so glad Anna persuaded me to come here. Bit of a creature of habit, keep going back to the same hill. Got to spread my wings. This is beautiful though, I'm so glad I came. You know, the reason I don't record all of it is just because I'd be wasting my time really if this is all I did. People spend far too much time recording what they're doing and not doing what they're doing, in my view, including myself. So see you later. Look at this. It's like a giant staircase going down the hill, and it sort of seems to carry on sort of up there as well. I just find it so easy to breathe up here. Hey guys, I think it's the last view inside the forest before I break out onto the top of the hill. It's funny how no one ever tells you there's a death-defying incline. Yeah. Steeper than I expected. But hey, that's what hills and Hillosophy is all about. Get yourself out of breath. Lose some baggage, both physical and psychic. And push upward. Alright. We're nearly there, I'm sure of it. That looks like the promised land up there ahead, doesn't it? Speak soon, folks. Love you, bye. I wasn't wrong. Just check this out. You see this every day. What the flipping hell? Honestly, almost puts a tear in my eye, this does. The fact that we're free to just roam these places. Crikey, I could even camp here if I wanted to. Now, who's going to stop you? I've seen deer. I've heard something snuffling around in the woods. It could be boar, you know. I've heard that you get boar in some of the woodland around here. Certainly would be a boar if I was attacked by one of those. Oh my God. Welcome to heaven, peeps. That's my theory for why everything's beautiful. It's because we may well be sort of close to the peak of existence, really. Having this thing called reflective consciousness, the ability to make and enjoy art, the ability to reason mathematically and build complex systems of explanation that allow us to predict how this complex beauty is going to unfold. And we are of this complex beauty, all right? So it seems silly to me for us to say, well, consciousness is a new thing. Because I'm almost convinced it is, right? I think consciousness is what's doing all of this. Life is what's doing the universe. All right? We're here. It looks like frickin' Mordor, doesn't it? So yeah. Anil Seth, the leading neuroscience, actually says it himself. He says we're living in a sort of controlled hallucination. Because we seem to build models of the world around us based on sensory input, okay? So you throw a load of psychedelics in and it changes all of this. You kind of replace some of the external inputs with something else, right? They're not really fully understood. But the point is that it's still just information that's being rendered by the brain. So it's bloody beautiful though, so thanks, brain. See you later, folks. Okay, being this close to the edge of that gives me the heebie-jeebies, so I'm backing away. What a baby. Yep. That's where he is. Alright. I keep thinking I'm on the last leg of the hill, but this might be it. It promises to be the last leg. Bumped into some friendly hill folk on the way up here and I said, do you think I can make this? They said, yeah. You look alright. They look super fit. Probably do this every day. These hill folk, they're tough. I remember we in Gran Canaria last year in this town called Carazal. There were bars on the streets to help people get up them. It was so steep. But yeah, some of those people were just absolutely rock solid. 80-year-old blokes just almost strolling up these inclines. Wow, what's around there? God almighty. Right. Got to go down there. Deviates from the main climb, but look, you see what I mean? Sacred place. Call me a hippie. What the hell? It's a cross between Narnia and Middle Earth. A lovely spot. Speak soon, guys. Just thought I'd share this. Another divine spot. It's one of those again. That's where I came from. This is where I'm going. It's nice to just not think. Just noticed a second ago as I was crunching along, sort of going downhill, slightly dodgy footing, and the moment I focused on what my feet were actually doing, I nearly stumbled. So, you know, sometimes consciousness actually interferes with the steady progress of the mind and body. Right? Anyway, see you soon. Bye. Speechless. Well, that's a relief. Beautiful spot here on Cleve Common. Just the usual. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love it. Just look how beautiful this green is in the sunlight with that contrast to the blue sky. What's that over there? God knows. Just these hills just go on and on and on. I don't think I can see where I was earlier. It's around the other side. Yeah. Every time of year, every season, this place is just God's country. Speak to you soon, guys. Bye. So what is Hillosophy? Why did I start doing this? Well, I realised that being up in the hills on my own, surrounded by beauty and peace and quiet, it just clears my head. Nothing fancy. You could call it spiritual if you want, but really it's quite pragmatic. It's there's no one here telling me what to do. There's no expectations other than to behave as a natural human primate, you know, just to walk and gather, and breathe. This place is phenomenal. And you know, there's so much craziness going on in the world these days, right? Across all fronts. You know, you've got people marching in the streets with the British flag, half of whom probably don't even understand what it means. Complaining about these people that are just trying to make their way in the world, frankly. Whether they're economic migrants or fleeing war or so on and so forth. You know, and their main focus seems to be Islam, right? And I'm not saying that I think that that's free of bad ideas. I'm not, I think all monotheisms have got something to take a look at and think through. Okay, so I'm no fan of monotheisms, really, of any sort. Although, as Philip Goff was saying the other day, the Anglican Church seems to provide quite a safe haven for people of varying metaphysical views. But I don't know. So I'm no fan of all of that, but I'm even less of a fan of cruelty and meanness. And that's not what defines us. Right? We're defined by our willingness to help others. And so it's upsetting to see people getting really angry about the wrong things. They should be getting angry about the fact that we're depleting the world's resources, and they should be getting angry about the fact that this mysterious group called the 1%ers have taken all the money. And then there seems to be this kind of overarching narrative that they're stealing our jobs and all this kind of stuff. Well, they're doing most of our jobs, right? We're not replacing ourselves. There's so many sort of aspects to this, but fundamentally it's not okay to burn hotels. These guys need to get a grip, come up to the hill, see what's really important. There's another beautiful spot here. This is quite a spot. Keep that dog out of the way. Oh yeah. Awesome. We've been over in that bit, haven't we?
Yeah.
That's where we found those parasols, isn't it?
Yeah. No, that was the other way.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, they're going up the hill now.
Are they?
Yeah. That hill bit.
Right.
I
Awesome.
can still see them, can you?
And this little pup was trying to hunt them. Hardcore hilling today. I said nothing would stop me coming up here. Just about make out those sort of radio towers, broadcast towers. That's like my bearing, but you can only just make them out in the mist if I go further this way. Soon they'll become invisible to me, but there's some other landmarks I can use to orient. But yeah, what a beautiful spot this is. In spite of the disgusting weather. This This lovely yellow, I think it's gorse, isn't it? Beautiful, is it? Yeah. It's just so dramatic when the wind and the rain and everything's here. Anyway, speak soon. Bye. Just thought these things are really amazing. Just look at the geometry of that. Freaking love it. They're everywhere, look. Like sort of creatures from the deep sort of sprouting in these dead zones, you know. Just loads of dead wood. But yeah, that's just really beautiful to look at. Tons of them. Don't fancy that right now. Some other day. But yeah, more from the hill. Speak soon. Bye. Man, just check this out, guys. Check this out. That's the White City, Cheltenham. You can just about make out the Eagle Star building down there, actually. You see the big eyesore sticking out of it. Eagle Star building, I think. Just look at this, though. If this doesn't tell you the world is magical, I don't know what will. It confirms it for me. I wonder whether these heights and views and stuff that it's given the people around here, whether it's inspired them. There's a lot of art and literature and so on that's come from this place. Music, obviously, with Holtz. Yeah, he's from around here. Looks like some sort of fire dragon, doesn't it? Human wraparound. Just look at this place. Just look at it. And then that. See you soon.